Both Oregon and Washington have passed laws recently aimed to protect low-wage workers. Washington actually passed landmark paid family leave law that requires employees provide 12 weeks of paid family leave. Oregon's minimum wage just increased this month. It will continue stepping up eventually to nearly $15 an hour in the Portland area. I'm curious to your positions on both. Do you think requiring paid family leave could harm or hurt businesses in Washington trying to maybe recruit or even retain their employees?
You know, I'll learn more about that as I am in Oregon and Washington today and tomorrow, because I want to hear from more of the small business, how they're being impacted by that. I can tell you that in general, the offices that I've heard from around the country in terms of minimum wage, minimum wage is different in different parts of the country, and I do think that states are in a better position to control the minimum wage laws, because a really rapid increase in minimum wage can really affect small businesses. And it's different for a minimum wage the middle of the country than it is in New York City or some other state. So minimum wage is it's a little bit tricky.
It's a complicated issue.
It's a complicated issue, and small businesses want to provide for the people who work for them. They want to hire teenagers. They want to hire people to come in and help during different times. But it makes it impossible sometimes when the minimum wage goes too high. And so what happens is entrepreneurs wind up doing a lot more of the work themselves, and they're not hiring, so we don't have that growth.
You have advocated in the past trade schools for a need for skilled laborers like mechanics, plumbers, or electricians. Why do you think that's so important in today's climate?
Well, I was told by the Department of Labor that the Keystone Pipeline that's been greenlit by President Trump, we don't have welders to come in and actually do the work to create the Keystone Pipeline available, today. Where are we importing them from? How do we get that skilled labor force? This goes all the way back when I was on the State Board of Education in Connecticut. And what we found was that when school budgets get cut, the first thing that gets cut are trade schools. And we do have a dearth of electricians and plumbers and welders and carpenters in our country. And these are really good jobs, and that's a real educational, cultural shift to understand that we need this as well as we need those college graduates, and not everybody has to have a college degree. I'm all for college degrees, but not everybody needs to have one or wants one or will be successful going forward. So the workforce of the 21st century, we have to be prepared in all areas.